fake Kelsey Grammer to kick this show off.
Let's cook this pig.
Here we go. Well, hello there, everyone. This is Keith from Keith's Comics. After our hiatus, we're back and doing some shows. We got a fun run of stuff here. I can see some sets. I see some silver, some bronze, some fake X-Men, and some swag. We're going to have swag time. We got a lightning lane. Lightning lane. Oh, my gosh. Tell where I've been. Lightning round, and there we go. Alan says that he's running in silent mode. Daughter's in a concert at Baylor in Waco. Oh, December is insane. They got to crush all that stuff in so they can all get out of town next week, I guess, right? Is that how the college system works there? All right, so what we're going to do here is show you some comics one at a time. If you've never been to our Facebook show before, or if you're watching in the future, we appreciate that. Fully 90% of the people watch in the future. Let's see. Oh, let's see. What did I do here? Oh, yes. Hello, future. Oh, see, I fixed that. All right, we'll be showing you comics one at a time. If you like it, the prices that we post here are good for 35 hours because Keith's Comics has been in business for 35 years. Chris will be showing you them one at a time. We'll talk about them a little bit. Maybe you have something to add. If you're new to the show, jump into the comment section and say some hellos. If you're old to the show, jump in there. Keep us on the straight and narrow. Give us some context, reminisce or kibitz about the comics. If you want to claim it, make sure you are on the Keith's Comics Network Facebook page. We simulcast through lots of our Facebook pages, so if you're watching there, that's great and we appreciate it. But if you want to claim something, you need to go on over to the Keith's Comics Network Facebook page. Make sure that you are, what do they say? That you're always subscribing and clicking and all that kind of stuff. What a young person, tell me what we do here. We follow, you like, hit the bell. So you get notifications. All right, we have one show that we're in right now. We're going to get started here in just a moment. And then we have another show that starts at 8:10-ish, and it's all ratio variants. So they've been so popular, our shows, we decided to do a second show on Thursdays. And you can see on the main screen here the rumor of the return of the sidekick. It's been 10 years, I guess, since we've had the sidekick. And so we're going to have to see if we can put that back together mid-January. If you're not familiar with the sidekick, it's a place, a store, a situation, a rumor. We have a bunch of stuff that we only open up at certain times, super deep discounted stuff. And I usually show up myself and run it. So there you go. You got that going for you. So we'll see if we can put that together. It's not for a while yet after the first year because we got this thing called the holidays coming up. So while the fake Kelsey Grammer is not here, it is time to start this show. And so we're going to do that.
Keith's Comics.
Alrighty. We got, looks like we got green bars across. For some reason, the camera has decided to turn off, so let me see if I can fix that. The comic cam on. Looks like it's on. It claims to be on. There we go. And there it is, our first book for tonight. We have to tread carefully here because while this is a cool and important book, how long had Katie Pryde been a X-Men at this point? 3 issues? I think it was, and all the rest of the teams decided to go off for the Christmas vacation, but Kitty Pryde, not being of the Christian persuasion, is left alone, basically home alone for the X-Men. This is issue number 143, is that right? The other way, you went. It's always opposite. I know it's weird. Beautiful VF copy, beautiful purples, but luckily there is no Cyclops on the cover here because this is a Cyclops-free zone. In case you didn't know that or if you're new. So Cyclops shows up, we know what to do, right? Boosh! Right in the face. That's what we do to Cyclops because he's the lamest of the lame X-Men. And in this one, again, how old was Kitty Pryde when she joined? 13? And he just leaves her alone in a dangerous place. The supervillains could attack at any moment. Wolverine could go crazy. Who knows? Hey, Ty is here. All right. Yeah. Oh, we'll turn on the Keith cam for. There we go. Hello, everyone. This is Keith from Keith's Comics. Keith cam is on and operating. Let's see. Yeah, that is the last Burn issue. That's right. There we go. So we're going to have that in the store at $25 or $22 if you claim it here. $22, X-Men 143. All right, next up, Cyclops is not awesome. Next up.
He gets awesomely punched in the face on the cover by Rogue in the latest X-Men.
Oh, yeah, the new X-Men is great. I might buy multiple copies and just make wallpaper out of it.
Swamp Thing.
Amazing. It is a beautiful Bernie Wright's and Swamp Thing cover here. The first time Swamp Thing meets Batman. Bat Swamp Thing Man. Issue number 7. This is a beautiful VG Plus copy. Look at the colors on that. Its colors are so cool. It makes the X-Men look better. It pops those colors, and against there we go. $30 is what I need for this fantastic copy of this from 1973. And if this is not in your personal collection, it needs to be because it's that awesome. Swamp Thing from 1973, $30. Next up. Beauty and the Beast. Kaylin, did we discuss this? Yeah, okay, yeah. So push it down a little bit towards the wall. This is Beauty and the Beast TV show. Us old people know all about it. Featuring Hellboy and Amanda Connor, or Hellboy and yeah. What else was she in? There was another big show she was in. I forget. Oh, I'll remember it now in a moment. But this is 2 issues actually. They did 2 one-shots. So that's
Love and Night.
All right, this is both of them, written by the creator of ElfQuest. There, looks like this.
Written and drawn by Wendy Penny, who this is one of her rare
not
ElfQuest books.
Right. So both of these together would be $20 in store, or $16 if you claim it here. Next up. Oh, some classic Justice League. Oh, towards the wall just a little bit so they can see. There we go. Oh, wow, nice. Issue number 25 from 1961, 64 or 61? 64. 1964. Justice League number 25. A solid, pretty VG copy. It looks like the Flash has got a little problem there going on. Look at that. Where's the Martian Manhunter? I don't see him on there.
He's invisible.
He's invisible? Oh, that makes sense. Issue 25 of the Justice League with $25 in store, $18 if you claim it here. Look at that cool cover. Yeah, that's right. Next up,
Marvel Collector's Item Classics.
Oh, that is a mouthful. This is a reprint book they did in '66. In case you missed some of these because they didn't have great newsstand distribution back in the day. This Marvel's Collector's Item Classics was a quarter, which was what in today's money, that's what, $700 or something like that? Yeah. So, but it reprinted the Fantastic Four number 8. Isn't that a Submariner issue? Was that where the first time Sue Storm runs off with the Submariner? The Puppet Master. Iron Man from Tales of Suspense 42. I think, I'm not mistaken, that's real close to the last time he had the big honking yellow costume. Incredible Hulk number 4. And Doctor Strange from Strange Tales 114. I mean, it would cost you like at least $700 to get all of these books now, even in low grade. Now you can get them all in one book. And then it looks like we even have a little Watcher story in there, too. Issue number 5 of Marvel Collector's Item Classics will be $15 in store, or $10 if you claim it here. Marvel Collector's Item Classics eventually becomes Marvel's Greatest Comics at issue number 27 or so. Next up,
Q. John Philip Sousa.
Oh, Doc Savage. Didn't we just recently lost Ron Ely? Is that right? Yeah. Played Doc Savage in, was there just one movie, or did they?
Yes, thank God.
Oh, that's too bad. I can remember that cartoon, that commercial playing over and over and over here in Dallas, and I really wanted to see it, but I was 9 at the time, so I wasn't driving anywhere yet. Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze, number 1 from 1972. Is it Roy Thomas doing this on the inside of that? I can't remember. And that's just is. Tuska, yeah. Okay. Is that Tuska, or is that Steranko doing the cover on that? We'll have to look that up. Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze from 1972. Issue number 1 is beautiful covers there with those framing devices there. $15 in store, which is a steal, but we're even offering, you don't even have to pay that. $12. $12 for this solid mid-grade copy. Next up.
Iron Man.
Oh, versus...
The unicorn.
Yeah, for as long as Iron Man has run, he has a handful of pretty cool villains. Crimson Dynamo is pretty cool, and
even Whiplash is cool.
Whiplash is kind of cool. The Gray Gargoyle. Who is that other guy? The Red Guardian? Is that?
Was Obadiah Stane?
Obadiah Stane. All right. So this is, and then Leapfrog. Oh, no, never mind. I'm getting off the track here. Iron Man number 4 from 1968. Nice VG copy. $40 in store. If you want to figure out what the unicorn is all about, here's your chance for $30. Next up,
House of Secrets.
Oh, spooky, scary House of Secrets, number 110. Look at this. Great collection of modern horror. $10 in store, $7 if you claim it here. $7 for House of Secrets, number 110. Next up,
Metal Men.
Oh, wow. Number 4 of Metal Men. Wow, that's very early. The 7th appearance, I guess, because they were in 3 episodes of 3 issues of Brave and the Bold, or was it Showcase? I can't remember which one it was.
Showcase.
Yeah. And then they got their own title. They must have sold a lot of Metal Men to get their own title. 1963, $25. Someone's going to figure out how to do this as a good TV show. And they did Doom Patrol, for goodness sakes. Metal Man number 4, $25 in store, $17 if you claim it here. Claim Metal Man number 4. And the Doom Patrol ran 4 seasons, right? Or 5 seasons? Something like that. 4. Next up,
Adventure Comics.
Oh, nice Neil Adams cover here. Superboy's Crack Up. Legion of Superheroes featuring Superboy. Not too much after this. I think Supergirl switched out for him inside of there. Issue 272 from 1968. $8 in store. $6 if you want to find out who is the masked man smacking. Is that a statue, or did he turn somebody into ice?
Turn them into ice or glass or whatever.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark. $6 for Adventure Comics, $272. Next up,
Avengers West Coast.
Oh, yeah. So, the rumors are all percolating that the Avengers West Coast is half a block away. We'll see if that happens. That Wonder Man, Chris, have you seen the publicity stills of Wonder Man? He looks great.
I like the actor.
Yeah. What else has he been in? I don't even know.
He was Black Manta in the Aquaman movies. He was in The Greatest Showman.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He's been in a few things.
He was Black Manta?
Huh?
I didn't even recognize him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's been a nice crossover. Have that All Access Marvel DC Presents crossover. This Avengers West Coast. This is isn't this the very earliest parts of Wanda going crazy? Yeah, because they stole the Vision's body and shredded him. And
Vision is in the little corner box.
Yeah, because he came back together and didn't remember anything. So that's real similar to what's going on in the MCU right now. We guess. Let me put that up just a little bit. All right, Avengers West Coast number 48. It's a conditional because we have somebody who wants the Mark Jeweler variants, and that's what this is. A Mark Jeweler variant, $10 for this Mark Jeweler variant. Next up, hey Susan. Swag time. Swag time. Swag time. It's the time whenever we put into our show oddball things. Whenever I buy collections or we're cleaning up the warehouse, which Chris has been out there now that it's not 175,000 degrees, and finding all kinds of stuff out there. So let's see what we have here. What's up first?
First thing, Bowen, Mr. Sinister.
Oh, Mr. Sinister Bowen statue. This is what, mid-90s, I think.
2002.
Oh, really? That late? I didn't realize that. Okay, fair enough. 2002. So that still makes it a 20-year-old statue.
His little thingy, his little pony things on his cowl are snapped, but all his little window blinds are still there. We got the box, but no styrofoam inside.
All right, so no packing, no styrofoam packing, but we do have the box. Most of the times these would still go for like $40 on the interwebs. $20. I didn't know what snapped off on there.
No, these little things are about to come off. The little corner thing.
Oh, they're snapped.
Yeah.
Oh, just mark that down. Mark that down. $6. $6. We're here to sell stuff. If you're a big X-Men fan, maybe you need Mr. Sinister so that he can beat up on your Cyclops statue. $6. $6 for this Mr. Sinister. It's going to make a good home for somebody. Next up. When we buy collections, you never know what you get. Like this, what I assume is a fake Hot Wheels called Auto Park. Because it looks like a Batmobile, but they don't call it a Batmobile, and they call it Auto Park, and that's kind of all there is to it.
Have any pictures on the back?
So what did we put on that? What price did we put on? $1 for the fake Batmobile. So if you have some nephew in your life that you're just really not thrilled with, there you go. Give them the fake Batmobile. $1. Next up.
Back to the cars. We got Ecto 1.
An Ecto 1. All right, we found some of these in the warehouse. I don't even know how long they've been out there. It looks like we had $10 on this in store. $5 if you need an Ecto 1. $5 if you need an Ecto 1. That would make an excellent gift, as a matter of fact. Batman. The Batman Who Laughs Venomate, which is like a bigger version of a Lego. Okay, they do all kinds of stuff. This is their bigger size of these, though. I guess, is he that big in real life, or is it not? Anyway, $10 for this Venomate. Venomate? I feel like Lucille Ball all of a sudden. Vita Vada Vegemin. $4 for the Batman Who Laughs. Next up. Cindy's watching the show. Hello, Cindy.
Dick Tracy.
Trading.
Glossy movie covers and cards and stickers. Do not eat the gum.
Do not eat the gum, please. But if this is from when the movie came out. When was that? 90, 91? Yeah, so this is 20 packs and the box. What did I say? $5. $5. Look at the end of the package there. It says, please don't eat the gum.
Dude,
I don't blame us.
You got good health insurance. Go ahead.
There you go. All right, $5 for Dick Tracy gum cards. Oh, we got a little bait here for our X-Files fans. 2 TV guides featuring the X-Team and the Next Files. Yeah, right. Gillian Anderson. Is it Gillian or Jillian? I don't know. She's British, right?
She's not correcting us. She's American who married a British person?
Oh, she sounds British every time I see her on something. What is this, $2?
$2.
$2 for these 2 TV guides. There you go. X-Files. Oh, some magnets from the Game of Thrones.
$5 each.
$5 each. Originally $10 in store. Look at that. Oh, look at that Frost King. Ooh.
Winter King, Dave, whatever. I don't know.
That's the headmistress from Wednesday School there.
Mm-hmm.
And the Queen of all eggs or whatever it is. I forget her name. Hey, it's been a while since I watched this. All right. Oh, yeah. There you go. $5 each if you need some magnets. You know somebody in your life that's totally into Game of Thrones.
Even after that season finale.
What? Okay. So, man, we found some cool baseball trading cards. These are from 91, I believe it is. This is Series 2. Yeah. This is Series 2. It comes with all 198 cards and 9 holofoils. So,
well, 8 and 1 and 9.
Well, we're pulling out the other 8.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So a complete set is 198 plus 9. Mm-hmm. And so it's all of them. This is 2 complete sets, 1 through 198. And how much I have on that? It's $30 all day long. $24 if you can't live without it. Mm-hmm. Suffering succotash. That was Series 2, but then we also have Series 1. I guess they didn't do holofoils for Series 1 because there's none included in these. This is...
They tell a story, too.
Chuck Jones wrote the story, right?
Yeah.
That's the guy who created a lot of the original ones.
From Warner Brothers.
So this is the first 3 sets series from this first series. What 100, 300 cards?
Oh, does it really say?
Yeah, it does say usually at the bottom of the first page there on the cover.
I'm looking. I'm not seeing that. There it is on the front. Complete 99. This comic book card album holds one complete 99 card comic ball card set. So that's whatever.
Yeah, 300 of them. There you go. 1, 2, and 3 from 1990, $30 or $17 if you claim it here. Next up,
our regular comic show.
Regular comic show, and swag time is over. All right, the Incredible Hulk number 106 versus the Titan. I feel like we've had this book recently, or maybe I just keep saying this one's Titan Rages. This is a nice.
Because we made the comment about the helicarrier.
Yeah, well, this is a really nice copy of this one, 1968, $30 in store, $35. What? Did I put more? Oh, $50 in store, $35 if you claim it here. $35 for the Incredible Hulk number 106. And you can find out why the Titan rages. Next up,
Doctor Strange, Blue Man Group.
Blue Man Group Doctor Strange. The DR Strange. This is, they couldn't figure out why this title wasn't selling that great, so they thought maybe it was because superheroes were selling so good, so they put Doctor Strange in a superhero outfit, and you can see how well that went over, because I don't even think it lasted 4 months. But this is 177 from the end of 68, early 69. $70 for this, and really, really nice copy.
Gene Colan was doing the art.
I think Gene Colan did almost all of them. Yeah, he definitely did that cover.
He was the perfect Doctor Strange artist.
Yeah. So issue 77, 177, $70 or $60 if you claim it here. Next up,
Amazing Spider-Man and the Shocker.
Ooh. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. It presents like a VF, but unfortunately, it has a coupon cut out. It has the Marvel value stamp taken out of that. Did I write CCO on the back of it?
Yes, you did. Price on the front.
There you go. $6 for it, and it's what we call the DNAS. Does not affect story. But it's still, somebody cut it out. I'd like to get in my time machine and go smack that little 10-year-old, which is probably me, around a little bit. $6 for Amazing Spider-Man 152. Next up.
I always thought the Shocker was kind of a cool looking villain. X-Men 85.
X-Men 85. All right, VG Plus. This is during this time period, they were reprints, but this is a reprint of Cyclops as the first Master Mutant or something like that. I guess it's okay. I guess it's the time period where they're trying to make Scott Summers interesting somehow. So this is $40 if you're trying to be a completist and get all your X-Men together, or $25 if you claim it here. There you go. X-Men number 25, number 85. Next up.
Strange Adventures.
Woof, man. We've got some heavy Neil Adams. Look at that. That is crazy cool. It's a very low grade, but still, wouldn't you love to have this in your collection? Very early appearance of Dead Man with that Neil Adams. Did Neil O'Neill write these, or did somebody else write these?
I think Denny O'Neill was he going under, what is his name, Sherdios O'Shaughnessy?
I'll have to go look that up. Who wrote these? Issue 212 from 1968. A very low grade, a good. $12 though, still even in that condition, or $9 if you claim it here. Oh, look at that. This is he getting close to the end where he's finding the man with the hook, yeah, who was responsible for his death? All right, next up. Oh boy, you need some classic stuff. We had the comic balls, and now we have the Looney Tunes, an actual 1950s comic. Issue 104 of Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies comic. It's a lower grade because it's been read quite a bit. You know, it's got Bugs Bunny in it, for goodness sakes. $10 in store, $6 if you claim it here. The great classic 1950s. No matter how you slice it, it's almost 75 years old. Goodness gracious me, that's almost as old as me. Next up.
Strange Adventures. All Neil Adams except for the editing.
Oh, he even wrote it. Oh, my. All right. If you're of a certain age, you might remember this. Was this a cartoon for like half a minute?
Last of the season.
One season, but it should have lasted a lot longer. Look at all those great classic pulp heroes, all in one place. Defenders of the Earth. Who are they fighting? Probably Ming the Merciless, of course. Well, that's one. That's Mordred or Zatara? Is that Mordred? Mordred the Mandrake.
Flash Gordon and Lothar was Mandrake's assistant. And unfortunately, the reason it didn't do as well is because it didn't focus on them; it focused on their kids.
Oh, well, there you go. You said that was Mandrake.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me sad because Mandrake was the mentor, not the mentor, but who Kreskin, the amazing Kreskin, modeled himself after, and he passed away 2 days ago. The amazing Kreskin wanted to be that. If you ever go watch some YouTube videos, if you're of our age, he was a guest on the Tonight Show 88 times. Wow, it's practically a half a year worth of Tonight Show appearances. Next up,
First Comics did Classics Illustrated. Nice square-bound books.
oh, nice square-bound. That's right. From First Comics, and they dipped their toe in it in 1990, and they brought in some big-time heavy artists. This one, Bill Sienkiewicz, doing a Moby Dick. $9 in store, $6. Beautiful copy of this, VF minus $6 if you claim it here. Moby Dick by Bill Sienkiewicz. It's going to be murky and it's going to be moody, and you're going to love it. Next up,
another Hulk.
More Hulk. Kill the Wabbit. No, sorry. Issue 120 of the Hulk from 1969. That looks like some Severin artwork there. Some Marie Severin, maybe. BG copy of this is $20 in store, or $9. Man, what am I losing my mind? Why is it so cheap? Oh, $13. Okay. Whew. Okay, $13. $9. Incredible Hulk number 120, $9. Next up.
Showcase presents.
What?
Spectre.
Go-Go checks. Man, we are all over the mystical side tonight, aren't we? The Showcase presents number 64, a very early appearance of the Silver Age of the Spectre. Not the first one, I don't believe, but the Ghost of Ace Chance. From 1966, $20 in store, $15 for this super swell VG copy of the Spectre. See, it has the exclamation point on there. You have to throw that in there. Next up.
Weird War Tales 100 with the Creature Commandos.
Oh, it's also a Mark Jewelers variant. Weird War Tales number 100. You can claim it, but the person who's been collecting these, if they need it, they will slide in front of you if they claim it also. But if you see somebody claim something, and if you're watching this show later and you want it, claim it anyway. People get premature claimation all the time or forget they own stuff. It's all good. Weird War number 100, $6 from 1981. Next up.
Original Ultimate Spider-Man 66 and 67.
Oh, yeah. Wolverine is all the hotness today with that new all-in special. Not all-in. Ultimate Universe. Absolute Situation All-In. Whatever it's called. New 57 or something. Ultimate Spider-Man 66 and 67. Where's Garrett at? How much is this? $25?
$6.
Oh, man. Only $6 for those two issues. For two comics. Next up.
2099 Unlimited with Hulk. 2099.
Ooh, is this the first appearance of 2099 Hulk? Maybe. All right. This is 1 through 4 of 2099 Unlimited. From back in the day, they had this thing that was happening, so they just pounded it into the ground. All these new characters. With that Spider-Man 2099, someday when another part of that Into the Spider-Verse comes out, I guess we'll have a lot more of 2099. You'll be happy you have this. Issues 1 through 4 of 2099, $15 in store, $12 if you claim it here. Hey, half the Angelettas are here. Oh, okay. We'll see you on the other side, Alan. We'll see you in the future. Hello, future. And Alan's back in the future. All right, next up.
Next up is Lightning Round.
Lightning round. These are $1, $2, and $3 books because we have $1, $2, and $3 books bins in the stores. We're going to crush through a whole bunch of cheap books. These are overstock stuff I didn't know what to do with. Lower grade stuff, crazy fun stuff. Let's go.
Next up, we got some dollar books.
Dollar books. All right, we like that.
Annihilation Prologue.
Oh, I think this is just battle damaged, if I remember correctly. Annihilation Prologue. Look at that. $1.
Wolverine
Silver
and the
Surfer.
X-Men, number 8.
Wolverine, just a random issue, but all romance cover. Look at that. Oh, that Wolverine. Scott messed everything up for him, so he, get it. Never mind. Next up,
Men of War 16.
Oh, that I was not expecting that. Men of War 16, $1. Next up,
$2 books.
$2. Oh, there you go.
Star Kid.
What was Star Kid? Was that, you obviously have seen Star Kid.
It was a movie that came out. They were trying to make it turn into something big, and it didn't happen.
It was a movie.
Yeah.
$2.
$90s.
$2.
Rawhide Kid 147.
All right.
With a nice Paul Gulacy cover.
Oh, nice. $2. Next up.
Green Lantern Rebirth number 1.
Ooh, Green Lantern Rebirth number 1. What is that doing in here? Oh, well, there you go. $2. It could be yours.
Kazar or Kazar the Savage, the really good Bruce Jones written series of $4.
Is that Brent Anderson or is it?
So.
Yeah. Kazar, $2. Next up.
Now we got the $3 books.
$3.
Yep. We got a Topps comic with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, Top Comics, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, $3. What does it say? What year that is? Is that
67?
67. Because Disney used to roll these out every 6, 7, or 8 years. I forget how many years it was, and I think there was 4 printings of this: the originals, and then in the 50s, early 60s, and then here in 67. All basically the same, but this one's $3. Next up.
Classic, never reprinted Marvel 2-in-1, where the Thing and Doc Savage hang out.
Doc Savage, $3. That seems low for that Ron Wilson cover. Look at that. Next up.
An Epcot Center Mickey and Goofy explore the universe of
Energy. Yeah, there was I think 4 or 6 different free comics that you could get if you went to Epcot in the. Does it say a year on that? I want to say 70.
85. You wrote down.
85. Oh, that's much later than I thought. This is, I think, before Ellen took over the universe of Energy. Even it was Mobile Exxon or just Exxon's World of Energy. All right, $3. Next up.
Dark Side and the Justice League Odyssey issue 15. I think it's just Justice League Odyssey. But yeah.
Justice League Odyssey 15. Put PCs together cheap. $3. Next up.
Animax number 2.
What is this? Is this a
very short-lived toy line?
Very short-lived. $3.
I think the comic lasted on toy line. Savage Dragon number 13.
Savage Dragon number 13 for $3. This is a cool Jim Lee cover on that. Look
Actually,
at that.
he did it. They were switching out comics. I think Eric Larson did an issue of Wildcats. It had nothing to do with this. Actually, it was more about the grifter from Wildcats. And then later, Eric Larson did another 13.
So this has Jim Lee artwork all the way through it? Oh, I thought he just did the cover.
They switched all their Image books for 1 month.
Oh, all right.
Life with Archie, number 119.
Our Life with Archie, cheapy Archie's, old Archie's. Next up, $3.
War Stories Combat.
Oh.
Issue 37 from 1972.
The D-Day Invasion. Now, that was 11/11, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. All right. From 1972, Combat, $3. Next up.
Gold Key Bonanza. Sorry.
Bonanza. Haas is going to come and mess you up, man. Who is that? Is that Captain Adama there?
Yep.
All right. Bonanza. It's always weird how I can always remember the other character.
And also the Teenage Werewolf down there.
Oh, the Teenage Werewolf. All right. Nice. That's not the guy who fought the Blob. No, that's a different guy.
No, that's Steve McQueen.
So, all right. $3.
Next up, Teen Titans Spotlight, number 10.
Featuring Aqualad. Is this before the 18 million times he gets killed? Is that Sonar?
Yeah.
Sonar underwater seems like.
That's, Minto. From Doom Patrol.
Okay, Minto. That's a little bit different because Sonar underwater is like, that's nice, Sonar, but we're underwater. Mm-hmm. Suck it up. Next up.
Fantastic Four 106.
Ooh. That is this the last or the first issue that Kirby didn't do? It's right around in here.
It's like 103 or 105.
Oh, look at that.
Someone let us know.
Yeah, is that like Romita trying to do Kirby-ish there? Uh, wow, this must have some real bad issues if I only put $3 on it. Next up.
Marvel's greatest comics with the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, this is cool. Beware the Hidden Land, where they go meet the Inhumans. That's pretty cool. $3. Next up,
Mr. Miracle 18.
more Kirby. Sure, I think this is the wedding of Mr. Miracle and Big Barda, and you probably want to get all your Mr. Miracle stuff now with that new Gods series dropping next week, in which there are new gods. So when do new gods become old gods? Because they're 50. You're getting close to 50. Yeah, they are 50 years old, aren't they? I mean,
Final Crisis.
yes.
Or whatever the one Grant Morrison did.
Yeah, Infinite Final Crisis situation. I can't remember. Next up.
Shadow, number 8. The Night of the Mummy.
Oh my! Call my mummy. It's $3. Next up.
What if the Fantastic Four lost the trial to Galactus? What if number 15?
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. $3. Next up.
And last but not least, our first ever $5 lightning round. Timeless number 1. With the
That's because that's supposed to be in the second show because it's a variant cover. That's why it says $5 on it.
No.
But there we go. It's in the show now. Timeless with the Miss Minutes cover. $5. Hey Ray, welcome to the show. I haven't seen you in a million years. Hope you're doing okay.
Our lightning round.
That's the end of the lightning round. It's time to dadgummit. There we go. Hopefully Pablo. Well, see, Pablo got a. And then lightning round close. Wake up, Pablo. Kaylin. Next up.
Next up, Siegel and Schuster 1 and 2 from Eclipse Comics.
Dateline 1930s. I don't know what these were, like real stories they tried to sell as newspaper strips before they ended up selling Superman. Siegel and Schuster, the kind of like a mini documentary here. These issues 1 and 2 from 1984. So low I can't see the price. $12 in store, $10 if you claim it here. If you're a history buff or a Superman buff, it's kind of something that you need. Ty. Ray prays to the old gods and the new gods. Or the new gods and the old gods. Some Game of Thrones. Get those magnets. Next up.
Hex. Jonah Hex in the future.
Hex, baby. Jonah Hex in the future. Why did they take him to the future, Chris?
Nah, I don't know. They were just trying something new. They wanted to keep the character around, but the Western wasn't doing as well as they were hoping. They used to.
They messed the bus on that. They should have added dinosaurs to it. They should have added a dinosaur member to the Hex crew and a big gorilla. I think they would have saved it. Hex, number 2 from 1985, $6. Next up.
House of Secrets, 100.
Ooh, nice.
101, sorry.
Is it 101? I put 100 on there, right?
Yep.
So I put the wrong number on there. Here, fix it.
You keep your job.
All right, House of Secrets from 1972, the official Diet Coke here. Gotta have a sip. Issue number 101. Don't pay any attention to that number 100 on there. From 1972, $12 if you claim it. $12. Next up.
Marvel and 2-in-1 with the Thing and the Son of Saturn.
Son of Saturn. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a cool cover. One of my favorites. $6 if you claim it here for Marvel 2-in-1, 1975. Nice. Ghost Town. Next up.
Another X-Men 84.
Oh my gosh. Again. Cyclops is just useless.
Well, he almost took out the Angel fighting this guy.
Exactly my point. Meccano, he's not even a mutant. He just has that mutant thing on him, that mechanical thing on him. It presents really nicely. I was very excited because it looks really pretty, but then it has a horrible stain on the back. But still, a solid VG is still $25 or $18 if you claim it here. $18 for X-Men with Cyclops getting his buttocks kicked again from it's a reprint book, issue 84, $18. Next up,
Fantastic Four, 14 through 19 from the 2019 era.
Oh, this is a whole storyline. What was in the storyline?
Point of origin, where they retell their origin another way, I guess.
Is this where what was that? Vernon is really the Doctor Doom. Is that what this one is, Kaylin? Is it this Fantastic Four? It's the Fantastic Four origin story with a different point of view. The Vernon from Harry Potter is really.
Oh.
It's called a callback. Try to keep up, everyone. All right, Fantastic Four number 14 through 19, $20 in store. 14 if you claim it here. Next up.
Next up, Marvel feature featuring Ant-Man with a lame costume.
Yeah, that is a pretty lame costume. All right. Marvel feature number 10. Who is that? Is that like Nemesis or some
Nemesis.
Dr. Nemesis?
I don't think he's a real doctor.
I don't even think he's a Nemesis. The Marvel feature, there's got to be some kind of truth in advertising. They probably pay good money to research this stuff. It's VG copy, $6 if you claim it here for Marvel feature, The Astonishing Ant-Man. And that's really Hank Pym, right? This is before
Before the other guy,
whatever his name is, Paul Rudd. I can't remember. $6. Next up.
Next up, Wolverine: The Jungle Adventure, written by Walt Simonson and drawn by Michael Mignola.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Mignola art on that. That's cool. The Wolverine versus Apocalypse versus Frazetta, Babe in Distress there, looks like. From 1990, this prestige format is a really fun callback book. If you're into this kind of stuff, you must have this Wolverine. Look at that. Wolverine is letting him have it. $10 or $8 if you claim it here. Next up.
Superman 194.
Oh, look at that. Oh, the death of Lois Lane. That's what did she ever do to anybody? All she did was break important stories, and maybe she loved too much. That's just it. Superman number 194 from 1967. Nice solid VG plus. $13 in store, or $7 if you can't live without this. What did Superman carve that out of a? Is she like Mount Rushmore? Or is it? Did he do it out of the side of a mountain up there at the Fortress of Solitude? Nobody can see it. Next up,
A lot of ice.
yeah. Boom, 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 boom,
Teen
boom.
Titans number 49.
Oh, this is when Harley Quinn and Mal were on the team, right?
Yep.
It was the Bee girl. What was her name?
Bumblebee?
Bumblebee. Was she on the team there? She hadn't been
I don't
around
think
yet.
so.
Issue 49 though, from 1977.
She's there right there.
Is that right? Oh yeah, there she is. But she's not in the banner up there at the top.
No.
Maybe she's still new. She hadn't joined yet. Maybe.
Yeah.
$10 in store, $7 if you claim it here. Teen Titans number 49. There's been this run, which the Teen Titans started, Brave and the Bold, and then they got their own title, and this is the evolution of that title. And then they went away for what, 2 or 3 years, until Wolfman and Perez got the opportunity, and they made them a juggernaut. And for the longest time, Teen Titans and X-Men were just duking it out. Man, everybody bought both because they were both great. Next up.
Also, if you get this comic, you can find out how you can be in the Superman movie.
Oh my gosh, really? Which Superman movie? 3?
1970. Giant size Avengers with Dormammu.
Dormammu, I would have words with you. A Giant Size Avengers number 4, the wedding of the Scarlet Witch and the Vision, and the ghost version of the Swordsman and Mantis, yes. And as you know, the Swordsman and the Mantis have completely different takes in the MCU. I think they're hurtling towards that version of Scarlet Witch and the Vision quickly here. From 1975, which I always thought was a really cool deal. This was about the time they were putting together the story that the Vision was really the android body of the original Human Torch. And they used the brainwaves of Wonder Man's brother. No, Wonder Man. They used the brainwaves of Wonder Man. And don't even ask me how that works. So, Giant Size...
Avengers.
We're offline? There we go. We're back there. Giant Size Avengers number 4, $30 in store, or $24 for this nice, solid, fine copy. Sean, welcome. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Next up,
we have a trade paperback.
Trade paperback. If you youngins, you don't remember how hot the Valiant universe was. The Valiant universe and Image were coming out, and golly, we would sell so many copies. Harbinger was one of the big team books for Valiant, and this is the first collected edition. And whenever it first came out, it came out sealed in its original plastics because it had an issue 0. So this is one of those issues with the number 0 in it. This is the sealed copy, $10 in store. Look at that. $8 if you claim it here for that Harbinger. It's supposed to be good. I never read them because we were selling them so fast. I never got a chance to read any of those.
Fun.
Next up,
Savage Dragon Blood and Guts miniseries 1 through 3, done by Jason Pearson.
now you told me Jason Pearson's pretty hot still. So what's the deal on Jason Pearson?
This is art style.
Oh, okay.
And this was I think one of the first spin-offs of Savage Dragon that Eric Washington really didn't have anything to do with.
All right. This
There's
is
2 of these though.
2.
And this is one of them.
This is 1, 2, and 3. It's a 3-part miniseries. $6 for this Savage Dragon miniseries. Next up,
Mr. Luthor.
Mr. Luthor. All right. Ned Beatty's not with us anymore, is he? Okay. But that character is going to be in the Superman movie. I don't know about that.
Otis?
Oh, yeah. It's a little tiny place. Otisburg. Lex Luthor, 1 through 5 from 2015. Oh, he does not look happy there. Lex Luthor, is that Bermejo doing the art or one?
Azzarello and Bermejo.
Azzarello and
doing the story from 2005.
Oh, wow. 1 through 5 from 2005. $15 in store. $9 if you claim it here.
$12 in store.
$12 in store. $9 if you claim it here. Do yourself a favor and pick this one up. That creative team is awesome. Next up,
last 3 books.
The last 3 books. And then we'll take a few-minute break, and then we'll start a new show with ratio variants that we need to clear out of the warehouse and make awesome deals for you guys. So if that's your jam, make sure you tune in for that. But now we're down to 3 books, and make sure that if you just jumped into the show, you go back and rewatch the early parts of the show. We had some really nice silver and and some Bronze Age stuff in there too. So check that out. Next up,
Watchmen.
Oh, I didn't even see you slide that in there. Watchmen number 2. 2. You say where does that story end? Does Rorschach make it to prison in this issue, or is that
It's a funeral.
the funeral for the comedian?
Yeah.
Watchmen number 2 from 1986. A nice, pretty VF minus copy. $15 in store. Maybe you want to put together an original set. So who would blame you? $9 is what we're asking for this. Next up,
Tales of
oh, that's pretty cool. That's Gene Colan, right? Gene Colan and Iron Man versus the Mandarin from 1966. Tales of Suspense 85. This is a really, really nice copy. Fine plus. That would be like a 6.5, maybe a 7. We'll see. $25 though is what we're asking for that in the store. $18 if you claim it here. Tales of Suspense number 85. Next up.
we have Watchmen 2. We have Watchmen.
Oh my! Watchmen number 1. This obviously was read a few times, so it's not a VF or a near minty, but it's very solid, very nice. Fine plus copy. $25 in store. $20 if you claim here. Now, with both of these, you got a good start. You got 10%? What 2 into 12 was 6? 18% of the Watchmen series already in the can. Issue 1, $25 in store. $20 if you claim it here. Next up, the last book of tonight, or was that the last book? That was the last book for tonight's show. Oh my gosh, it went by so fast. Woo! Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming by and seeing us. Make sure you check out our Facebook or call the stores. We have some extended hours in the Mockingbird store and the Firewheel store starting tomorrow. Not a lot of extra hours, but enough so that if you're all jammed up, you should check it out because, Kaylin, you posted those, right? Tomorrow morning they will get posted the quasi extended hours. No, not quasi. They're actually extended hours for the 2 stores. If you're in North Dallas store, same hours, same hours that they always are, 12 to 6 every day at North Dallas, Tuesday through Saturday. And then we will not be open on Christmas Day. I'm sorry. I asked for volunteers and there were none. And unless Kaylin, was that you? No, Kaylin says not in a million years. Chris, are you in for? It's officially a new release day, but we will not be around. There will be specials, celebrations at your home and our home, but not at Keith's Comics. The next day will be release day, unless they break, unless there's some kind of announcement that we can release them early. But I haven't seen that yet, and we're getting pretty close. With all the all the disruptions from Diamond Comic Distributors moving their warehouse, it's a challenge right now, let me just tell you. So if you get a chance, come by and see us. Make sure that you're dropping by and picking up some cool gifts for people in your life. And also, if people are struggling to buy you stuff, just tell them, come by and buy a gift certificate at Keith's Comics, and you'll take care of it. You'll get what you really want. All right, Chris has been here with me tonight, showing you the books. Kaylin's been over there keeping us on the straight and narrow. For Keith's Comics, I am Keith. I appreciate you taking the time to come see us. And if you're watching in the future, hello, future. We appreciate that also. For Keith's Comics, I am Keith. And if I don't see you in the stores, I'll see you next time. Cindy comes in and saves everybody with with the it took you long enough to find, what is that, some kind of Pokemon that's on flames? All right, Chris, we got a request for an encore. Do you got one more book?
One more book.
All right, let's see, what do we got there?
Ghost Rider 2.
Oh, Ghost Rider number 2
with the devil on the cover.
Yeah, that's the first appearance of Damon Hellstrom, the son of Saturn.
Not even on the cover.
Not even on the cover. They didn't have any idea what he was going to turn into. This is a really nice VG copy. $40 in store, $34 if you claim it here. Ghost Rider number 2 from 1973. That's pretty. Thanks, Cindy, for getting us all in there. And there we go. Another show in the books. Thanks a lot, everyone. For Keith's Comics, I am Keith. And if I don't see you in the stores, I'll see you next time.
Keith's Comics.